Alright guys, so today I am going to be sharing with you the haul of stuff that I got last time I was out yard sailing. So this was from the footage that you saw the other day. I don't record at every single yard sale, so sometimes you'll see things pop up that I did buy like in the footage video, and then other times not, because I'm not always recording at every single yard sale that I stop at. So I always feel like I don't really get much, and then when I actually sit down to list everything, I usually have my page filled. We're gonna go through everything. I'll let you guys know what I paid for it and what I currently have it listed for, if it's listed. Alright, so the first thing that I picked up was this here. This is a Sony voice recorder. It's still new in the packaging. I'm not sure what year this is from, but these things are really popular, especially if they are still sealed. People still use these things, you know, journalists and things like that, people who just need to keep track of things and that kind of thing. I just know that they're really popular. Anyway, I paid $5 for this voice recorder, and I have it listed as a buy it now for $249.99. Some are listed for as high as $300, so I have mine priced slightly lower than that, but they typically sell around that price range when they're new in the original packaging. So definitely some old electronical stuff that's still sealed can do really well, and this is one of those instances. I feel like I have to reiterate every time I say that, like, not all, not everything. So you always have to do your research. But I did know about those, so I knew right away that it was a good score. I took these Lustroware measuring cups. They're just a set of plastic measuring cups in this golden yellow color. It does look like the top one is like a coffee scoop, and then I guess the rest are actually, you know, numbered measuring cups. Anyway, these were 50 cents. I wasn't quite sure what to list them at, so I put them on auction with a starting price of $12.99. So we'll see if they sell or not. I got this vintage Furby. This one's little. It's called a Furby Babies. It still has its tag. The tag is kind of like bent up, and he doesn't have batteries in him right now, but I did put batteries in and it works perfectly. It is from, what year are you from? 1999 is the year on that. I paid $1 for this Furby. Actually, I think it was 75 cents, but we'll say it was $1. And I have him on auction with a starting price of $39.99. Surprisingly, some Furbies can sell decently. There are collectors out there for them. I think they can go for more if, again, they're still in their original packaging. This one wasn't in packaging. It just, you know, had its little tag attached. But that was a good find, and thankfully it worked. Okay, next we have a mug. This here is a vintage mug, and it's double-sided. It says Mr. Donut on both sides. It's like nice and thick, and it says International Multi-Foods Fast Food and Restaurant Division. So I don't know if Mr. Donut was like a donut shop chain, like Dunkin', or not. But anyway, this was 25 cents, and I have it listed on auction with a starting price of $19.99. I did see a set of 2 of them sell, so we'll see if a single one will go or not. I have a couple mugs actually. I have the Starbucks mug. This is the New York City mug. It's pretty large, like it definitely has a decent size to it. It's from 2010, and it just has like the New York City skyline with the little Starbucks store here and a little taxi. This I paid 25 cents for, and I have it on auction with a starting price of $19.99. I'm pretty sure the yard sale that I got this from, the man actually works at the Starbucks roasting plant. That's actually kind of close to me. I don't know how many roasting plants they have in the US, but there is one close to me. And when I was looking for a job at one point, I debated on working there. I hear that they give you free like packs, like the ground Starbucks coffee, like all the time. You just constantly get free Starbucks coffee just by working there. I always thought that would be awesome. And then the other mug that I got was this one here. And this is by, it's Federal Glass. It's just like a white milk glass. And on the one side, it has Uncle Sam. It says vote 72 Republican. And then on the back, it has Richard Nixon. So this, again, I paid 25 cents for, and I have this listed as a buy it now for $39.99. There's only one other listed, and they have theirs listed at $49.99. So mine is cheaper, so we'll see if it sells. Where's my Hershey kiss? All right. I got this little guy. I thought this was so cute. It looks like a little Hershey kiss. And then on the bottom it says Hinkle's Dying Art Glassworks, Buckhannon, West Virginia. So apparently this place is still around, so this isn't vintage or anything like that. So it's just like a small Hershey kiss, and they say you could use them obviously for like a decorative piece, or you could like put like a ring or two and use it like as a ring holder over the top here. So this was 50 cents, and I listed it as a buy it now for $12.99. I like the colors in it. It's like a green and black and purple. Gives me like Halloween type vibes. Oh, I got this Christmas ornament. This is the Grinch. Just a nice glass ornament. It's by Kurt Adler. I paid $1 for this, and I have it listed on auction with a starting price of $19.99. A lot of people have this guy listed really high, but you know, I didn't pay much for him, so that's just what I decided to list him for. Another, what I'm assuming is an ornament, but I'm not quite sure. This is also by Kurt Adler. Kurt Adler makes so many ornaments, but it's this Victorian looking doll, and it says the House of Louis Nicole. And it is in the box, and it does have like its original paperwork and stuff like that. But the doll looks like this. She's made out of like a resiny material, and she has lace. Very Victorian looking, just kind of flat. There's no string to hang her, so I'm not quite sure if she's an ornament or just kind of like a decorative piece. I'm assuming she's an ornament since she's Kurt Adler. Anyway, I paid $1 for her and have her listed as a buy it now for $19.99. I got this vintage pot holder. I so wish the lady had other kitchen-esque items in this same like color scheme, because I just love the bright yellow of this and just the look of these mushrooms. It's amazing. And it is by Canon, so this I paid 25 cents for, and I have it on auction with a starting price of $12.99. I have seen them sell just the pot holders, but I've also seen like these with, you know, the tea towels and stuff like that. So kind of like a little lot, basically. I got this little white goose. It's carved out of, I don't know what material this is, some sort of stone, I guess. I don't really know exactly, but it's white and it's a goose. And I paid $1 for it, and I have it listed as a buy it now for $12.99. I found one piece of clothing, and I did try it on, and it fits, so I am keeping it. It's by a company called Paper Moon, and it just looks like this. It has little birds on it, and then there's like a tie at the sleeve. I thought it was really cute, and this I paid $2 for, so I am keeping that. I got this set of 4 Boyd's kitty cat plates. I paid, what did I pay for these? $2 for them. So they each have a different, it's like the same cat but looks slightly different. And they are by Boyd's, like the maker of Boyd's Bears. But when I was looking up these cats, I don't know if they're harder to find or what, but I really like didn't see many listings of these cats here. So this one looks like that. And I'd say these are like salad plates or dessert plates. They're slightly smaller than like a dinner plate. But I just thought these were so cute. And then that's the last one. In keeping with the Boyds, I also got the matching salt and pepper shakers. So I will pop these out so you can see them a little better. These I paid, what did I pay for these? Salt and peppers. I paid $2 for these, and I have them listed as a buy it now for $19.99. So here's what the one looks like. So they match the plates, and they do have their stoppers, and again, made by Boyds. And then this one looks like that. So I thought those were really cute, and they are actually, I don't think I've ever been used. I didn't find any like random pepper or salt flying out of them. That's always fun when you pick up a salt and pepper shaker and turn it around and a bunch of salt and or pepper comes flying out at you. Alright, I got these two owls, and these are the what they call Tonala style owls. So they're like Mexican pottery, basically. I bought these as a set, so I listed them as a set because I think they just look really cute together. The first one is this tall guy, and he has the most beautiful design there on his back. I thought he was so cute. And this one is signed on the bottom by, I guess, whoever hand painted it. And then this one is just a shorter one. I don't see a signature on him though. So I paid $5 for this set of owls, and I put them up on auction with a starting price of $29.99. I thought they were really cute. So hopefully they go. I love owls, so when I see owls I tend to pick them up because I personally like them, kind of thing. Speaking of owls, I also got this one here. I just love the look of this. So it's not a bank or anything. He does have an opening, but no slot for a bank. And this is made by OMC Japan. So this one here I paid $1 for, and I think I have him up on auction as well with a starting price of $19.99. Someone has this same one listed obscenely high. I don't know why, but I only listed mine for $19.99 because I definitely don't think it's worth what they're asking for it. I seriously think they have it listed for like close to $90, and that's just, they're out of their gourd. Okay, next, what do we have? I got this bracelet, and I didn't realize that it's missing rhinestones, which upsets me, but it is really cute. It's one of those wrap style bracelets that go around your wrist like so. And then it's just kind of like layered like that. So I don't know what I paid for this exactly. I think it was like 50 cents. So no big deal. I planned on keeping it for myself anyway, but I didn't realize that there were rhinestones missing. Another thing that I grabbed and that I'm keeping for myself is this. This is an airsoft, what do you call these? Like ankle braces. So these are probably really expensive when you have to buy them. It's for a left ankle, but it's like that thing that goes around your ankle when you sprain your ankle, type of thing. I am so accident prone. It is scary. I can't even like walk properly sometimes. I couldn't tell you how many times I have twisted my ankle, sprained my ankle, broken toes, anything to do with my feet. I have messed them up in some way, shape, or form. I remember one time, the very first time, and I learned my lesson the first time I broke a toe. Very first time I broke a toe, I fractured the thing. Like, it was completely bent in half. It was the most horrifying, disgusting thing that has like ever happened to me. But I was like afraid, because I had never broken a toe before. I was afraid that my toe wasn't going to heal properly. Like it was just going to be bent the rest of my life. So this was back when I was still living with my parents. I was younger, and my mom took me to the doctor, and they basically just taped my toe to my other toe to, like, you know, straighten it out type of thing, and charged $100 for some tape. So learned my lesson. So the next time I broke my toe, that's what I did. So I didn't even go to the doctor, because there's nothing they can do for it. It will heal on its own type of thing. But yeah, I got this, and I plan on keeping it just in case, because I sprained my ankle, I think it was just last year. And again, oh my gosh, we're just done talking. We're just done talking about it. So anyway, I think that was a great score for $1. Hopefully I won't need it, but if I do, I have it. Next was this plush. I thought this was so cute. This is of a little fox. She's wearing this hat. Super cute. It's by a company called Cuddle and Kind is the name of the brand. And surprisingly, these were listed really, like, pretty high. I paid $2 for this plush, and I have her listed as a buy it now for $35.99, and I've seen it sell for up to $80. So just, I guess this brand, this Cuddle and Kind, is a good brand to look out for. They're handmade in Peru, those plushies. So, and I thought she was just so cute. I also got this mug. I forgot about this mug. This one here has a poinsettia on the front and the back, and then in the inner rim it says December, and then the bottom says original Czechoslovakia there on the bottom. So unfortunately this mug really isn't worth anything. My birthday is in December, so I may just keep it for now, maybe save it for a live sale potentially down the road if I decide that I'm not really using it or wanting it type of thing. But I don't think that I'm actually going to list it on eBay. I got this cat tray. I fell in love with this cat. It is so cute. It does have a marking on the back. And I do remember I looked up the maker of this. I was able to figure it out, surprisingly. But I can't remember now off the top of my head. Anyway, I paid 50 cents for this. I don't have it listed because I'm thinking of keeping it just because I love it so much. Just to use as kind of like a little trinket dish, like catch-all type thing. So as of now, it's not listed. I got this beautiful Lennox Santa Claus. This is a music, it spins around and plays Joy to the World. And then the back has this gorgeous like farm barn scene. It does say on the bottom, Santa's around the world. And then this one is obviously for the United States. So each Santa was different, but obviously this is like how we perceive Santa Claus. And then, you know, just a little farm type dealie on the back. I'll wind it slightly so you can hear it a little bit, but I don't want it playing for a long time. But that's what it looks like. Okay, we'll put it down. Anyway, so that I only paid $2 for. $2. I thought that was a great deal. Beautiful Santa. And I have that listed as a buy it now for $29.99. All right, these next owls, I got these a while back and never listed them. So I figured I'd just pop them up in this video just in case anyone had seen me haul these at one point in time and, you know, they never got listed, just in case. So it was this, again, these are like the Tonala style Mexican pottery. They are signed Mexico on them. But this one is like a mama owl, and then these two baby owls that look like that. So very, very pretty. I can't remember what I paid for these now because it's been a long time and I just got around to listing them. But I did post them up as a set of 3 for $19.99. So I figured I would just throw them in here. I got 2 vintage Coach purses. So this first one is just a black leather crossbody style bag. It just looks like that. So vintage Coach, I paid $5 for this, and I have it listed on auction with a starting price of $29.99. Unfortunately, and what I didn't realize when I purchased these, and something that you should like kind of think about when you're buying not just purses, but mainly a lot of times purses, because purses are just slightly harder to get scents out of, whereas like clothes you can easily just, you know, throw in the washing machine. But whoever owned these was a smoker, and I didn't notice it until after I had gotten them in my car, and it was starting to give me a headache because I'm kind of sensitive to some smells, and that's a smell that just kind of instantly gives me a headache when I smell it. And yeah, so they definitely need some airing out, and I mentioned that in the auction just in case anyone else is like really sensitive to you know, smells or cigarette smells in general. So kind of a shame there. I should have like been sniffing them when I picked them up, but it's not something that I have a habit of doing when I buy stuff. I usually I'm not smelling it kind of thing. And then I got this vintage Coach at the same sale, and this one just looks like this. It's brown, and they are in nice condition considering their age and everything. This one slightly, it doesn't smell as strongly as the other one, but I do still get, you know, some whiffs off of it. So again, I paid $5 for this and have it on auction with a starting price of $29.99. So I know that alone is probably going to like make people not want to buy it kind of thing, especially if they are non-smokers themselves. I don't know if airing these out for a while would make a difference. I've heard about putting stuff in the freezer is supposed to draw smells out of things. I haven't done anything myself to try to get the scent out, but if they don't sell, I may try to, just so you know, I can take that out of my listing, that they don't actually smell bad. So I got those, and I also will just share this as well. My aunt has given me more vintage toys to sell, and at one point I made like a whole separate video of just the stuff that she gave me, kind of like a vintage toy haul. But as I'm listing this stuff, I'm just gonna throw it in with some of my haul videos, just for fun. I know there's a lot of people out there like me who just love like the vintage toys and just looking at them, and you know, it brings back memories kind of thing. So she gave me this game. This is the Mad Magazine board game. It's from 1988 is when it is from. So this is complete. There's a little bit of discoloration on the exterior of the board, but the interior is in really nice condition, and it comes with all of the pieces. So all of the money is there, all of the cards, all of the playing pieces, and the dice. There's actually, if you ever, I should say, if you ever come across like vintage board games and you're not sure if all the pieces are there, sometimes it'll say like on here it does say what all is in there, but it didn't say how many of each piece of money was in there. But if you do Google searches, sometimes you can find, I found it on Wikipedia. There was just a whole section on this Mad Magazine board game, like broken down what all was in it, and it said how many of each bill was supposed to be there, and they're all there. In fact, there were like 3 extra of the one money, so it is complete. And I did list that as a buy it now for $19.99. So she has already sold 2 things that she's given me recently. I sold a My Little Pony wallet, and then also another My Little Pony, it was a Bush Woolies figure. But yeah, I'm excited. I haven't talked to her. I don't think I talked to her last week. So when I call her this this week. I'll let her know she already made some money from the stuff that she gave me. But that's everything for this haul. You guys have to let me know what you thought down in the comments. I went out yard sailing earlier today, and I honestly wasn't feeling it. I just woke up kind of like, I don't know, I just wasn't in the mood to go yard sailing. I don't know what it is. I really don't know. I've just kind of been in a little bit of a funk lately, I guess you'd say. Just slightly on the depressed side, and you know how you get when you're just like not 100% feeling yourself type of thing. And so I went to a few. I like forced myself to go out, and I'm glad that I did, but at the same time I just wanted to come home, you know? I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. So hopefully I start cheering up a little bit through the rest of this week, because I don't like getting depressed about stuff, but I can't help it either. My mind just wanders, and I start missing my parents and my dog, and you know, it's hard sometimes to just be 100% happy, because it's almost like you can't be, kind of thing. Like your brain just won't allow you to. I don't know. That's just how I've been feeling lately anyway. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You'll have to let me know what you thought down below. I think I already said that, and then I started going off on a tangent. But yeah, I will see you next time. Oh, before I do that, see, I'm all over the place today. Karen and I actually made plans to go out together on Sunday. So hopefully, weather permitting, we're able to do that. So I will have a video of us shopping together, hopefully sometime very soon. So I am really excited about that. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. So I will see you guys next time.